Am I just leaving it?
Leaving what?
All this shit.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's usually what happens with you. Sure, what the hell. Everyone needs to know that it's rated E for everybody and that this is safe for all audiences.
One.
Spoilers.
Not that the video title didn't give it away. Loading.
Also spoilers.
Okay.
There's gonna be loading later. Hello! We're back.
We have Rebaff? Alright, sure.
JP number 5 begins today. Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown. We have done this before.
Not all of it. Like,
not all of it. We did like the first level and a half, maybe 2 levels.
I think we did a little more than that, but I don't know for sure.
But yeah, that was on my old channel, which was deactivated because I'm very harsh with my decisions sometimes.
Yes.
But we are here now. Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown. Nugem!
Tutorial! Everybody's favorite part of the game.
That's a happy Cosmo.
It's a very... No, that isn't... Is that Cosmo or is that Timmy? Because he doesn't have his crown. Or, no.
Neither does Wanda.
That's the grad cap is the crown. Never mind. In sepia tone, it looks like both of them, really.
Yeah.
Come on.
And now, what you've all been waiting for, the season finale of Crash Nebula.
Oh boy, this is gonna be the best Crash Nebula ever.
Previously on Crash Nebula.
I know what happened. Get on with it.
Get on with it!
And now, the conclusion.
Oh boy.
That was a very fast show. Or wait, no, that must have been just like the previously on.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Huh?
That's not how TVs work.
That's not how fish work.
I was having a horrible nightmare. What is it, Timmy?
The TV's broken, and I was just about to watch the season finale of Crash Nebula.
Because this is totally the only opportunity you would have to watch that.
We'll fix
Indeed.
the TV.
I love how that's the entire premise of this game, is just that he wants to watch a damn season finale of a show. Which, totally, there would absolutely never be any reruns of it. Never. Nor could he buy it on DVD, or
What's wrong?
Blu-ray, whatever the kids are doing these days, I don't freaking know.
Timmy,
I don't think Blu-ray was a thing back in, was this 2004?
I think this is 2001.
Well,
Your phone can confirm such things.
let's find out.
Break glass.
This is an emergency.
Yay, Cosmologic.
Emergency wand. I've never used mine, though. I wonder what will happen.
Bad things. Yeah, it's a star. Screen.
A movie. I need popcorn.
It was released in...
It was 2004.
Oh.
Oh dear, have you started? You're filming then, are you?
And how long has Fairly Odd Parents in general been on the air? Because that's been, like, significantly longer, hasn't it?
Let's find out. Fairly Odd Parents debuted in 2001.
Yay! I was right about something, kind of.
Ish. Those are stars.
Yeah, they're having fun.
Viewing this film, one must
Stars are allowed to have fun too, you know.
magic.
See?
One should
He's
follow
waving to his daddy.
instructions to learn
Falling
how to
over
use
things.
Falling over, yes.
magic with stars.
Oh,
That's
poor Star.
That is a sad star.
Yes, very good. Very good indeed.
What is
Carry on.
going on?
They're just doing things.
Up here!
We're in the training movie. I think it's going to teach us to use emergency magic reserves. Wow, that was King Oberon and Queen Titania.
I didn't know fairies had a king and queen.
We haven't for a long time. This must be a really old
They just have a
movie.
Jorgen von
We
Strangle.
can't stay here.
Yeah.
We've got to fix my TV.
Oh,
How
oops.
do we get back?
Sorry, microphone.
I guess we'll just have to follow
Didn't
the
they
instructions.
establish at some
Come on,
point
Timmy.
in the cartoon that Oberon and Titania are a thing?
We're supposed to be learning.
Doesn't even get to play.
Start with the basics. Try moving around using the left analog stick.
Oh, I can skip these.
Right analog stick
Well.
orients my view of the world, right?
I guess that's maybe good to know for when I never use that.
You can talk to me and Cosmo whenever you want.
Shouldn't that be Cosmo and I?
Try talking
Yes, because
to
you're
us,
the one to be
Timmy.
grammatically correct, Cosmo.
Right,
Poof!
Timmy. It's great to talk, so do it whenever you want.
I won't. Poof.
Talk, talk. Can't a fairy get any
Poof.
I'm only
Much
kidding.
poof.
I love to talk.
Super poof.
It's Oberon.
There's a
He's
poof with an
winning
X up there.
everything. Let's get his
I want it.
autograph.
Okay.
Why is that
Oh.
there? That's very distracting.
And then I remember that these are inverted camera controls.
We'll try to
Yeah.
Which is the right kind of camera controls.
It's gonna take a bit to get used to after all the stuff I've played lately.
Isn't there an option in the menu
That's right. You're
to
right.
not invert them?
fix Timmy's TV so he
I
can
presume?
watch
I'm not
Crash
sure.
Nebula.
I will figure such things out when Oberon is finished waving his staff at me.
And his nose.
And his giant
In
nose.
these situations, you may need to jump. Let's
Like, that
find
is
out how.
basically a carrot.
Jumping is vital to getting around.
Let's see. Can I change such things? Invert
Yes.
camera. Off. Accept.
Let's tackle this staircase.
It's still half inverted. What the hell?
What do you mean? Like
Left is right and right is left. Game.
weird.
What are you doing?
Now, cross these treacherous bookcases.
Treachery!
For bigger leaps, jump in the air.
Refuses to jump in the air.
Ignore the rules of physics and jump twice.
No.
That's right. Show us what you got.
Who needs double jumps in a Fairly Odd Parents game?
This strange
I was gonna say, I never triggered his thing to call this a ladder. There we go.
That means I've completed my I Spy book of X-Fairy royalty.
Does
Yay!
it though? Bye, Wanda. It can be quite amusing how stuck they can get sometimes.
Well, one is shocked. Do
Gah!
children no longer have
Oh my
manners?
goodness.
Or, pardon me.
The manners just waste time.
You're
Sorry, your fairy
pardoned.
ship. Maybe you could teach us about emergency wish stars anyway?
If one must, but one
If
need
one
not.
has to, with a carrot nose. Much less of a carrot nose. This is more like a Toblerone nose. Oh, nope, that's long too. Okay.
It's as simple as that.
I don't see any stars.
It's less long.
A baby carrot nose.
You
Yeah.
need to sprint to catch them.
An icicle nose.
You go.
A short icicle nose. Get back here! I will not sprint.
This is gonna be a no sprint run.
Second
I'm a star!
And poof.
We're gonna see Crash
No sprint and no double jump.
Star out of reach.
Well,
Standing on
unfortunately double jump will be required, but I'm pretty sure sprint is never actually required.
Double jump was required right there.
Yeah,
see a star, but that switch looks interesting.
there's definitely times where I need to get certain collectible thingies later that are... Boing!
Search everywhere and bounce
Search
switches.
everywhere!
That's the worst thing.
Well, if I want to swoosh, shush, brush, brush, everywhere.
all kinds of things, Timmy.
We English real good.
Moving objects. To press a switch, bounce it from the air.
Isn't that exactly what she just said?
How
Boink.
boing.
That worked. A bookcase moved, revealing a star.
I like how the game says, hey, press R1, and then presses R1 for me. R1!
3 stars. How do I win?
So much R1.
Virtual way, Timmy.
Yeah, move your mouth to make words.
Words.
Wish I
Yay.
was back in front of a working TV watching Crash Nebula.
Oh dear. I'm sorry, Timmy, but wish stars simply aren't that powerful.
Bullshit, yes they are.
I mean, they could be, but then we wouldn't have a video game.
It is a simple TV.
You must wish for a magical
You'd think the crap that they wish for in this game. Why does Timmy look so unimpressed?
activated these toys
Because he
allow-
wants to be in front of a working TV watching Crash Nebula.
She's so
Like, that is a sad Timmy.
Way out of here. I wish for a magic catapult.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Whiff!
Whiff.
Alright.
That is a slingshot. That is not a catapult.
Blah, blah.
Good work, Timmy. You can have up to 3 wishes at once.
Blah, blah, blah.
You can only use them
Nope.
Blah, blah.
Remember that?
Blah, blah.
Finish these targets so we can get out of here.
Damn it.
No.
Blah, blah.
Final exam.
No.
Blah, blah.
No.
Blah, blah. Aha. Blah, blah. Damn it.
Nope.
Blah, blah. Damn it!
Nope. We could be here a while.
Damn it! Why? I wanted to be cool, damn it.
That's unfortunate.
There we go. That was a lot of point-blank misses. Good for me.
Well done, fairy fellow. I mean, fellow fairy.
I could be a fairy
You
fellow,
have
too.
passed Basic training.
I will not sprint. Must reserve...
Well done.
Must resist the urge to A, speak English, and B, sprint.
Indeed.
Oh, hey, a TV.
Knowledgeable!
Stars fix my TV? I've only missed half of Crash Nebula.
We really have to find out why our
Really?
magic
Crash
is
Nebula is
Timmy.
6 minutes long?
Fairy world.
But the TV listing says that Crash Nebula is on again tomorrow.
Interesting.
Great! I've got 24 hours to fix my TV.
There you
Reruns
go.
are a thing!
To fairy world.
Poof.
This looks like Fairy World, but it's even stranger than usual.
Floating cows, floating cows.
Strangle to hear you, just in case this is our fault.
It's always your fault.
Are you sure, puny fairy?
It's a big man.
Hey, we didn't do anything.
What's
this
up?
time.
I had considered blaming you anyway, tiny Timmy Turner. But you are lucky. I already have a suspect.
Mr. Von
It's Cosmo.
Strangle, sir, we've lost our
Look at how
best friend.
stunned he is. It's clearly
We need to
Cosmo.
find out why.
Nah, he's just really cold suddenly.
My muscular intellect suspects that it has something to do with the missing royal jewel.
It's a ruby.
Oh no, wait! That's the worst thing that could happen!
Oh dear, Cosmo's fuse.
Welp.
Royal Jewel?
Except for his hair.
Stolen? Why is that so bad?
The royal jewel has
So that's
tremendous
actually the
magic
entire
powers.
story of the
It
game, is the
second
royal
most
jewel being
powerful
stolen?
magic known to
I don't
parents.
really remember.
Am I to guess
I thought
that
it was
it's
Timmy
fallen
wanting
into
to
the
fix
wrong
TV.
hands?
But the main important part of the story.
Is Timmy wanting to fix his TV? Who cares about some jewel?
Fix my TV. What
That,
do
you know,
You must first rescue
kind of
Fairy
dictates
World
all
from
of their
the
magical
terror.
powers.
Come with me and I will show you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that can be important too. Drag.
It's a good thing that, unlike the previous two JPs, this game has subtitles! This is a thing that we have needed for
Yeah.
so long!
Yeah. So talking over the scenes and whatnot isn't that much of a disaster.
Cows!
So we've got to try to recover a stolen magic gem.
Yep.
My prime suspect is a jester named Quince.
He's not a funny jester.
Titania, our old king
Are you
and
sure?
queen.
He's only a
His time.
slightly amusing jester.
Quinn stole the jewel as revenge for losing his job?
Yup.
He took his jesting very seriously.
Jesting.
Now he is causing havoc in Fairy World, demanding his old job back.
So we have to fix the stuff in
You know, I
Fairy
feel
World,
like
find the jester and stop
my disc has screwed up slightly because it used to be that when they're in conversations like this, they would continue doing the animations that they were doing.
By leaving us to manage by ourselves.
Like with Jorgen pointing there and Oberon pointing his staff at me. Like they would keep doing that instead of just doing it once and then just
Quince must have stolen
standing
it from
still,
himself
freeze,
to help
frozen.
playing cards.
Freeze frozen! Boom! First coins!
Maybe then we could
So,
join their club.
We should find
here's the thing with this game that I enjoy.
It's a collectathon.
Yay! Most, or I shouldn't say most of these. No, these are actual collectibles, but there are actually also things that you buy later with the coins. I'll leave saving for later. Must resist the urge to sprint.
two more and we can grab the
And smash.
You know, I was kidding about the whole no sprint run thing.
Eh. Well,
It is a present.
If you collect
Bunch of
enough
coins.
crowns, you can spend them at the store.
and elf.
Except apparently they're not coins, they're
I
crowns.
see a wish star on top of that house.
Yes. Because this game
It's-
cannot tell the difference between coins and crowns.
It's an important distinction to make.
Mm-hmm. Because, you know, it couldn't be just any regular coin. We wouldn't want the 6-year-old children of today believing that they could get coins in games. So they had to call it something different.
Well, they had to do something to distinguish this from, like, Mario 64.
Yeah, I guess this was about the same time, wasn't it?
Well, actually,
Ish.
this was more around the time of Sunshine.
Ah,
Or a couple of years later.
cow photobomb.
We need a little more
Yay, cow!
He's just kind of there, mooing.
We'll need some
Mm.
like a suitcase. Maybe some sort of playing card suit restoration gizmo thingy.
Yeah!
I wish for
And then they're both just able to imagine what that is.
I had one of those when
They
I
don't
was
need to, they have magic!
Now you can
And then it just so happens to be, like, bagpipes.
How else would a playing card
Or whatever that
restoration
is.
thingy work?
It's a playing card restoration gizmo thingy.
What does it look like, though? Like
I would say it looks like
a foghorn?
a mixture of a vacuum and a record player.
Oh yeah, I guess that could be. Clubs! Glug, 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 glug. Who wants to play some cards? I have a lot of clubs. Diving.
Run out. Refill at a fountain.
You've just got all of the flushes.
And then...
Voila! Or no drums. I like the way this gesture thinks.
Spraying all my clubs. Whoa.
Almost falling off.
Oh yeah, okay, instead of no sprinting, let's go with no death run.
It's for cows.
I do remember the first time we tried to do this
It took someone ages to do.
on your old channel.
Yeah.
You were going to make it a no death run, but then you died off screen and didn't count that
Needs diamonds. Ooh, oh,
because you refused to show it.
I have a very faint memory of that.
And in this case, it was because of sprinting.
Ah. So it's a good thing I'm also not sprinting.
Oh, I thought you said instead of no sprinting, it was no dying.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, use sprinting sparingly, anyways.
You make your own rules.
Hi! Money. So, yeah, just to spare any worry that any viewers may have, I actually know this game incredibly well, and I will be able to find everything.
I don't know this game well. I have not played it.
Never?
Never.
Never. Sprinting!
Okay.
This is the square market, Timmy. Where are all the
That being said, really, like,
squares?
beyond the first couple of levels, like, the last 3 levels, I haven't played in a significant amount of years, so we'll have to see how well I remember those. I don't know. Sploosh. Because those are water.
Yep.
So yeah, these are, shops. They are where you spend your coins. I doubt I can afford anything, but I will just check real quick. A wish radar, booper bounce pants, and sprints. I think usually it's around 150 for those or something like that.
Well, it did show what everything was worth.
Yeah, I just ignored it.
Rude.
And then there's also these, which are my personal favorite things to collect. Stickers.
Red Elf.
Red Elf!
They don't do anything, but they're fun. to
And there's 6 in every level, and I will make it a running theme to show off what they are.
There used to be some
Obviously.
stepping stones
Yay.
and bridges.
And I'll bet that insane Jester Quince is on the other side, right?
No.
That is typically how video game levels work. They're behind the gate that you have to open by doing a bunch of things.
That's a vampire, Cosmo.
An insane vampire vandal jester fiend from the other side.
Yep.
Come on. Let's find a way to fix the stepping stones before Cosmo uses up his entire vocabulary.
That
Oh,
already was his entire vocabulary. He's not very smart, Timmy.
Remember, right? This path
I do like how once again they
I'm actually not gonna go up there yet.
they use the original voice actors from the show, just like with Hit and Run.
Yeah, that's not something that's very common these days now, is it?
Indeed.
Like, are there any Simpsons games that have been released, like, relatively recently?
That is a good question, but I do know that the Simpsons games, at least, usually
He's the Dairy Fairy.
use the actual voice actors.
Speaks like they do.
But a lot of other games based around cartoons generally don't seem to. Moo to you too.
He says his
SpongeBob games
are
do.
missing from the couch.
I think.
I assume that he wants our help.
Maybe.
I don't know. I haven't played any SpongeBob games. I did watch, like, part of an LP of one of them, and it also used most of the original voice actors, except for Mr. Krabs.
That's an interesting one to leave out. Yeah, like, I've only played, like, the first little bit, and also watched someone play the first little bit of Battle of Bikini Bottom, and it had, like, I think SpongeBob and Patrick were the same. I think those are the only two main characters that I had seen to that point. Maybe Plankton as well, because he's, you know, the villain and all that.
What?
Whoa.
Plankton is the villain in SpongeBob? I never would have seen this coming.
And sprinting!
Really pointy. It must be new.
And splooshing. And, oh, spadang. And bleh! And bleh!
Bleh.
And whoa!
They're strange, but they sure can be useful.
If you spray and land on it at pretty much the right time, then you can, like, land on it while it's going forward and you sploosh ahead.
But if you don't do it at the right time, then you die.
Yeah, then you just fall off. And then you also look like an idiot. I will do that at some point. Probably.
Yay!
Where's the other star? Oh, right, it's up here. And, whoa.
Whoa.
And sprinting. This is gonna end poorly.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Sprinting.
sure. I'm pretty sure that's the exact way you died that one time.
I believe it.
So we can grant a wish.
I wish I was a cow.
I'm not very smart when it comes to my sprinting.
Expert.
Sprint.
Moo.
A cowboy movie?
Oh yeah, I watch the Bovine Adventure Channel all the time.
The moo is strong with this one.
Very safety conscious and always look after their calves.
So they'll follow me when I wear this ridiculous outfit?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
They're able to distinguish you from other adult cows because you have a pink hat on.
Of course.
So they only think of you as a calf.
That's the one thing that's
That's a clover leaf, by the way.
okay. I assume that's like a piece of heart.
Yes. Yep, you collect 4 and... What is the button to...
Moo.
Okay, so it's just L2 that is to switch wishes. Okay. Now you know. Moo! Come over here, Mr. Moo Cow.
How does it work?
Or Mrs. Moo Cow. I don't judge. Doesn't matter. Oh, you have to keep following me. Come on over, Mr. Moo.
Oh, I assumed that once the
The Dairy Fairy thinks of everything.
moo cow stepped off the switch, then the rainbow would disappear.
Nope. Just needs to go on at once. Kaboop. Mr. Moo Cow. Moo Cow. So, I definitely have a feeling that this is going to be one of the quicker JPs.
Well, how many levels are there in the game?
Not including the tutorial, because really that does not count.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
I believe there are 6, and then the final level.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well,
And, like, they're all pretty well the same length, too. So I would venture to say that this will be, like, 12 episodes maximum.
yeah, judging by that, probably.
And then we will venture on to other things.
Well,
Other-
if it does go that quickly, then we probably won't. Well, this will probably be done too quickly for the game that I have in mind for JP6 because it hasn't been released yet.
When does it release?
September something or other.
Not, I won't give away that he's told me what it is, and I don't know if I'm okay with it, because I've never played any of the games before. But, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I just know that you were. I remember you saying that you were like biased against it because it had really bad graphics. Because it was a PS1 game.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I can say that about PS1 games and be correct. Oh, wait, I remember what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go over here. Come on! There we go. And now we move. I don't know. I guess at the same time, you know, games like Tomb Raider and the like.
Tomb Raider... I would say that Tomb Raider looks like fairly bad for a PS1 game.
Yeah. But it was also released for other things before it was released for PS1, and they didn't really change anything about the appearance of it.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. I believe it was a PC game first.
Let's look it up.
If I'm not mistaken. I could easily be mistaken, but I am pretty sure it was not a PS1 game first.
It
We knew how to use this switch.
It originally came out on PS1, Sega Saturn, and PC. So
it
yeah.
probably just was that they were limited to the graphics of the PS, or not the PS1, but the PC, and they couldn't really change it for the other two.
I mean, they could have.
But that would have taken too much work for 2001. Or no, 1996. Because, you know...
I imagine that it would have been around the same level of quality back then anyway.
Like, between PC and PS1, you mean?
Yeah.
I suppose. I don't know, like... Weren't games like World of Warcraft released back then?
No. World of Warcraft, I think, was like 2004 or something. Regular Warcraft, I think, was around back then.
And, like, that game, from what I hear, the entire series of that is beautiful. Ish. Oh, I need cards. Mr. Moo Cow, can you do the thing, please? I'll just leave you here for a second.
No.
I'll be back. And...
It's a spade.
Two-ah!
Yay.
Two! Two!
Bless you.
Two! Oh, I need to get that one too. Boing! That was cool. Ah! But yeah, it's definitely shit like that that is going to get me killed eventually.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, in my no-death run, I will be careful of such things. I can 99% guarantee it will not stay intact. But we'll see. Boing, 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 boing. And Mr. Moo Cow, will you do the honors, please? Honors! He did the honors. He's a good cow. Have you ever wanted a pet cow?
Can't say I have. That would be terrible to take care of.
Is there such a thing as, like, a miniature cow, or, like, a...
That's called a baby cow.
But I mean, stays miniature.
Doubtful.
I feel like there should be, like, a mini horse that would be, like, bred for pet life. I don't know. Because there's, like, miniature horses wouldn't grow to be much bigger than, like, a border collie. I feel like it would be a decent enough pet that if you could calm it down enough, it would be, like, not too destructive to your house.
All the cows.
And once again, I say, I don't know.
Moo!
The rainbow. I guess we did
And sticker! Jorgen!
Jorgen.
a sticker. They don't do anything.
Okay, so, I think with that, we're gonna head back to the main square over here. And we are going to call that episode 1.
Yay!
The JP of the 5th variety has returned. We are excited and stuff. I just want to see if I can afford anything. I don't think I can, because
I think there's a thing that you can afford, but I don't remember what it was.
Wish Radar!
Yeah.
This is
Anything
how you
else?
find those pesky wish
Because
stars.
I know where all the wish stars are, but what the hell? No, I want to save my money. Screw it. 'Cause
Save your money for the pants.
I prefer pants and sneakers. So, we will save the game. Here's my progress so far.
Yay.
Yay. And we'll see y'all next time.
Boing.